ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
What we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Russell. Starting to feel a little pressure. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Let's talk about Alabama. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Smith dropping to pass. That's caught. It's Singleton. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10.
not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Oh, sweet feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The give to the back. On his feet at the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Ducks in the hurry up.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, it's Green. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Touchdown, Ducks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing the go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Here's the pressure. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. They'll go with a direct snap. Alabama will get the first down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hill.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. It's Russell. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Intercepted for the 11th time. He'll try to take it back. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here's the handoff. Creates a little room. Turning it on! They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's complete on the right side. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Russell. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it on the outside. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Ocean from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. Now adjusting. downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. From the gun, give on the inside. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback will keep it. Breaks the tackle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The offense will put in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense lining up for a first down play. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. Smith wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The Ducks looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Cox. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty, just a mistake that you can't have happen at this point of the game and this part of the field. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the 1st half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
The extra point here would tie the game, and the extra point is good. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to change this route. Smith dropping to pass. Under fire. It's complete to the right. Across the 40 outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Using his feet to buy time. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Smith wants to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Ducks line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. That Alabama offense. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Gives it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. On the move at the 30. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Skips away from pressure. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Looking for space, it's Cox. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Smith dropping to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for room. It's Green. Past the first down marker and still running. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Russell. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got his man. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Caught near the sticks. It's Riley. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown time. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. For the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Smith wants to throw. Quarterback moving. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That ought to be
this offense. They have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Takes the handoff. It's Cox. Shakes off the defender. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And this is a no-brainer. It's fourth down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Out of the gun, they give it to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wiggles. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
Nice job by the defense. It's really hard for a QB to get rid of the football when you got that much pursuit. Defense chasing after him hard, making sure he can't throw the football down the field. Good coverage, really nice speed by this defense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3-and-out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Russell. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Gets away from one, finds room. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Alabama! Excellent pass by the back on the option. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you at every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
On the move from inside his spot. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on fourth down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. And they take a knee on fourth down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.